Hi guys, and welcome back to Archie Hamilton Racing, and it actually is racing. Today you join me at a very special location because, like I mentioned, I'm back racing, and it is all happening in today's video. You may have seen I announced that Michelin selected me out of a worldwide competition to race in the Jaguar I-Pace E-Trophy in Paris in roughly 2 weeks' time. And today what is happening is I am test driving the car for the first time, and this is the first time I've actually driven a racing car pretty much on my channel and documented it to you all. This is very, very different. You join me today at M Sport, which is based up in Cumbria, and I have the whole circuit to myself to test this car. Not any test day, a very, very special facility. And what we have done, myself and Michelin and Jaguar, have come up with a very cool layout, because the race, which I'm going to be doing in Paris in a couple of weeks, is tight, twisty, it's a street course. The configuration which we've gone for is nice and narrow. So what I'm going to be doing in this video is I'm going to be talking you around a lap, talking to you all the features in the car. It's going to be cool, and I cannot wait. The car's very impressive, obviously electric, so very different. It's a support race to the Formula E, but this is a new challenge for me, and I'm sure it's intriguing to a lot of you at home just how good this car really is and how fast it is, the handling, the brakes. It's basically a touring car with an electric engine, but the racing is very fierce. It's just going to be cool. So what we're going to do is I'm going to take you and we're going to see the car first. I'll give you a tour around all the different buttons, because that's where things get complicated, and I've already been briefed on that all. And then we will go for the first run and enjoy it. It's crazy. There is a massive team of people here which are here today, and just for me, which is an amazing experience. So let's go over, let's go and see the car, let's go and talk about it, and let's get Archie Hamilton racing underway. Look, got the race suit on, I'm ready. Oh, we're in.
There's the race seat.
We're fully in. Oh yeah, I didn't explain earlier that we actually went out in an SDR, which is about around the circuit earlier. Here we go, turn around, oh come on, we'll move you over here. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is my racing car, and you're going to see the first drive in it. It's currently up in the air on Jack's. It's a cool looking kit. It is really, really cool. Yeah, amazing to be back in this environment. Welcome inside. Here we go. Have a look. You can see everything, all of the switches. It's pretty high tech. You have things like regen, or so when you brake, and everything happening. It's all go. You have sort of throttle position. You have your ABS. Your ABS settings, roughly, you have it on level 3. It's damp this morning, so we might go on level 4. So that's fine. Regen. Here you have sort of your rev lights, which they all come up here. So when you're on, full power, you can see there's no gears, but you see your lights. Braking, 2 pedals basically. I left foot brake, so I'm going to be using 2 pedals, and everything else. So it is pretty high tech. Let me introduce you to Jack. Jack is the development driver here. He's going to tell us all the features on this car, the tyres.
I guess the best place to start is probably the front axle.
Yeah.
The power unit at the front is exactly the same as the power unit on the road car.
Yeah.
And that power unit is comprised of an electric drive motor, a diff, an inverter which changes the power from the battery from DC to AC current, and then all the high voltage systems that run with that. So that is basically taken from the road car, put straight into the race car. What we do is we take the suspension and we remove all the compliance, all the bushes, and we replace it with solid ball joints, make the car much more focused. We add in the AP brake package and Öhlins damper package.
Aero-wise, it's pretty aerodynamic, isn't it?
Yeah, so I mean, the aero package is an interesting one to talk about, because we're on street circuits. We're not looking at open, wide race circuits. It's very much tight, twisty, fast into very slow, and then
yeah. So every circuit you do is a street circuit, right?
Yeah, every circuit is a street circuit. The only one that's slightly different is Mexico City.
Yeah. The tyres. Let's talk about the tyres, because these are one of the biggest. Well, the first thing that hit the ground. We need to talk about them.
Absolutely. So this is a Michelin Pilot Sport. This car is quite unique for a race car in that it runs 22-inch wheels. There's not many race cars around that you see that run a 22-inch wheel.
Yeah.
So we worked with Michelin to get a tyre that matches the car, and obviously this is exactly the same compound and construction as you can get on the road going Pilot Sport.
Yeah.
We just translate that onto a race circuit. the drivers and the teams only get one set of tyres per weekend. So that,
I know that's not.
Yeah, it's from a racing driver's head, thinking what am I supposed to do with that?
Yeah.
But it's again, it adds another element to the racing. You get one set of tyres per weekend. You have to manage how they work. You have to understand their operating range, how to get the most out of them.
Yeah.
Because you've got 4 sessions over 2 days to consider. Everything's gone from the interior of the normal car. We replaced it with the FIA cage that forms the basis of the shell, and that's built uniquely for this car. Interestingly, what we do is we change the mounting of the rear suspension as well.
Yeah.
Because we've got a cage leg that comes down here super stiff, we mount the rear damper unit straight to the cage leg. Because we've got a spring and damper package, we have to have that single mounting point, whereas the road car's got a damper and spring that sits separately.
You're limited to what you can change on this car, aren't you? In terms of the driver's point of view, you can't change caster too much and camber, and there is a limit on everything. If you go over it, then you're scrutineering, you will fail that and you will be disqualified. We'll get prepared for the first run and then we'll take it on track. Mega. It's going to be so mega just to get back on the circuit. Just to be in this environment is just so cool. But first thing we're going to do when we are on the circuit is to warm up the brakes. Right now, going up the speed, up the rev range. There's no gears, I keep forgetting. At the back of the back straight, as you go over the crest, you brake, you get the nose in, the moment the nose is in, and then back on the power. Using all the road, a bit of grass if needed. That's not probably the safest thing. Braking in. The car is wanting to go, but it's the front end which is amazing. A little lift over the right, then you get straight back on the power there. Round this left, you just got to brake all the way in, and as you can see, the car is wanting to oversteer. Then I get the nose in, then I power out, and then it all feels good. Go through here, I'm going to take this curb, so then I can open up this right, bang, right all the way in. I'm basically braking bang on the corner, then the nose gets in, and then I'm fully on the power and all the way out. This next chicane, you just focus, you think, use less steering input, and the quicker you go through. It just feels so much smoother that way, and then flat through. And then all the that brake as you dare want to. Sacrifice the left for the right, and then boom onto the back straight. Oh guys, I cannot believe this. I cannot believe how good this feels to be back. And I hope my grandfather's watching down on me right now, because it feels good to be in the Jaguar and being on the limit, fully on the limit as well, because that's exactly what this is. In, get the nose in again too much speed. So then you just back out the throttle. If you're going in too quick, just back off and just focus on the exit. The exit is the most important thing. But here I'm just battling the car so much because that's all you can do. There's no real quick way around that one. Bang, all the way in. I'm braking so flipping late. It is ridiculous, this car, how impressive it is and how late you can brake. You can brake unbelievably late. Oh God, it feels good. Looking down at the dash, get in the corner. Oh, this car is awesome. In we go, sports fans. This car, I tell you what, it isn't. Come on, out we go. I didn't know what to expect right when I got back in a race car, but it's like riding a bike. I got straight back in it and straight back on it. And I cannot wait, guys, for my race, because we've got to do well. We cannot not do well. It just can't happen. On we go, come on in. I might not be talking as much because I am trying to focus as well. It's just this environment, guys. This environment of being in a racing seat, but being able to talk to you at home. I'm talking to you while I'm doing this, man. It's chaos! It's actual chaos! And I want to be mic'd up for the race, because that is, you know, that's when things get interesting. We want to win. We're not there to make up the numbers, boys and girls. We're there to win. Hopefully. Wow. Let's not set our focuses too high. I'm going to put my ABS back to 3. I'm going to put my pit limiter on. And that is run number 1, guys, completed. And we are back. Wow. Amazing experience to be back. And the car is very impressive as well. So it's just awesome. It really is awesome. Oh, thank you all so much. I mean, the race is going to be cool. But what a bit of kit this is. I mean, I can't quite describe how good it is and how good it feels to be here. We park up. My engineer tells me to go a little bit further forward. And we stop. And at this point we just put the car into neutral. Start stuff off. Charge release. There we go. All good.
But it looked to me like you're really understanding the turning of the car.
Yeah.
Getting the front end to work.
Yeah.
Which is great. That's what.
Yeah, just like you just use the front to like judge the throttle.
Exactly, yeah.
So I'm literally just waiting for the front, and then I'm using that's how I'm getting on the throttle.
So what we'll do now is we'll maybe look at stiffening the rear end a bit.
Yeah.
Helping as you activate the front axle and turn in, we'll get the rear to come with you a bit more, so you're not waiting on the car to grip.
All right.
How was that?
That was good. It was good to just get a feel for it really and build it up. Yeah, it feels good. It's a different style of driving though, that's the thing. It's a totally different technique than to driving anything else. It's so different, but it's cool. Like the same sort of rules apply. You've just got to take it and just do everything a little bit differently, but it's good.
Sorry, mate.
Turn her off. There we go. Right, so there we go. I have just jumped out of the Jaguar I-Pace E-Trophy, and this is epic. Look at it. Look at it sat there. I need to stop doing that, but it has been an amazing day to be back racing once again. There's stuff you haven't seen in this video, which has been me basically working very hard with the engineers, very hard with obviously the Michelin tyres and Jaguar, etc., because I've been really focused and really wanted to sort of get the maximum time, get the maximum out of the car, and get focus ready for Paris. So what you saw was a little bit of that, but I've just been loving getting back. The track has been epic as well, but what a car. Very different for me getting behind an electric car, and it's going to be interesting racing. I feel that I have learnt the car pretty well today. I've been in there a lot. I've been learning about the braking, how late you can brake, the turning and everything with that. Not only that, but learning the tyres. The Michelins are amazing, and you just got to really, really work it. So the next time I'll be in there will be in Paris in a couple of weeks' time. 27th of April to be precise is the date where I will be getting behind this. So let's have a little walk around, Patrick, because we haven't actually seen it sat there. I know I talk about presents a lot and all this sort of stuff on my channel, but
it does look good, mate, I have to admit.
Let's move that, and then we can actually see it. It's epic. The looks of it are insane. It really does look good, especially my perfect side. We'll come on this side. Come on, run in. It's from the side here is where it honestly looks like a British touring car. The way Jaguar have made this is cool. The only difference what's going to happen when we're in Paris, that isn't going to say A driver, that's going to say A Hamilton, and we're going for a podium. We're going to be pushing hard, aren't we? We're not going to be slacking, hopefully. And yeah, I know the track Paris on the simulator, and then now to be back. And obviously I want to thank a lot of you guys for supporting this journey, and this, I feel it is a new start for me. This hopefully won't be the only racing I'm going to be doing this year. We're in talks with a lot of people to secure a full-time drive and bring as much of this as we can, along with the other stuff obviously, but with this it's going to be epic as well. What I'm doing now is I've got one more run. I've got to jump back in the car, and I've got a half an hour stint flat out until the battery runs dry, and then I'm going home. I'm getting the absolute maximum out of this. So I've got a few people to thank. One, Michelin and Jaguar for supporting me and getting me back into racing. Very, very amazing of them to do that. And obviously you guys at home for supporting this. Let's see how we get on. The next time you'll see me back in a race car will be in Paris, but next time you might see me racing will be the simulator. It is due
the simulator.
any day. But I gotta rush and get back in, and then we've got to drive back to London. But is there anything else you haven't shown here, Patrick? Come and show it from the back here, mate. Come on, show the big old wing. Look at it sat there. Look at it sat there. It's epic. You're jumping in, aren't you? We need to drive back to the pits.
Oh, off we go.
Right, so anyway, thank you so much for watching. We're jumping in, and I'm off for my last stint. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Head over to my Instagram as well, because I've just been doing a photo shoot over there, and I think the photos actually look quite good. Anyway, see you soon.